Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about a skincare product that I feel like has been the hottest thing on the market for some time, and that is at-home microneedling. So I'm specifically going to be talking about a product from Beauty Bio, which is called Glo Pro. So if you guys do follow me on Instagram and check out my stories, you may have seen me use this little guy, an at-home microneedling system. And if you guys don't know what microneedling is, I'm gonna go over that with you in just a second, but I just want you guys to check this out. It is like a derma roller, but what it is it's full of these tiny little needles that prick your skin. And what's unique about the Glo Pro is that it's not only battery charged, it also has a cord, so you can use that. It also has this LED light that you can see light up. And the LED light is pretty interesting because that's supposed to provide light that's going to help repair skin and also help any serums and lotions and things that you put on after you do this. It's gonna help penetrate that a little bit more. So the basic idea is that you're taking these tiny little needles to prick your skin, and not in a way that hurts, but it's more so that it's pricking it just enough to where it's going to stimulate your skin cells to be like, okay, I need to be in defense mode and I'm gonna start repairing my skin. And so what that does is it's basically helping like produce more collagen and just kind of regenerate new skin cells. So with that, you're going to see like your texture improve, you're gonna see elasticity improve. And a lot of times this is great for people who have like post-acne marks or textured skin, pitted skin. This is what's really going to help kind of start regenerating that textured skin. For me, the big reason I use this is for the anti-aging effects. I use it around my crow's feet, around my mouth, places where I feel like, you know, you're losing that volume and you want to basically regenerate that. So like under the eyes is really great too. And it doesn't hurt. So I have been using this for about a year now, and I was lucky enough to interview Jamie O'Banion, who is the creator and founder of Beauty Bio. This is her company, and this was like right when I think the product launched, and I was so impressed with it. She sent me one right after I did an interview with her, and I was like, oh, okay, let's see if this really works. I started using it and I use it 3 times a week, and I have been religiously since then. And I just noticed the elasticity of my skin has improved significantly. Pores are super minimal. I used to have issues with like just larger pores, and I think that's just obviously something that happens with age, because as we do age, you are losing elasticity, so your pores are opening up a little bit more. So imagine just like something really tight and then all of a sudden it's just kind of losing, you know, firmness and all that stuff. I have done an in-office treatment before with my girlfriend, Nina. If you guys do not know her, I do all my lives and skincare stuff with her. I will definitely list her info below, but her name is Nina Desai, at Dr. Nina Desai. She is amazing to answer all your skincare questions. Okay, so anyways, so I've done an in-office treatment with her, and that was, I'd say about 3 or 4 months ago. I've only done one treatment, and I do have like baby brown spots, which you will see as soon as I show you guys how I demo the Glo Pro. And so, you know, those just weren't going away. So I had her do a treatment, and I will say like the in-office treatment, it's definitely more intense. It's in office, so you're using medical grade stuff. This is something that you could do in the comfort of your own home. It's a $200 system. When you go in the office, you're talking about like, I'd say $500 per session, and I think they recommend even 3 to 5 depending on what your needs are. So, you know, you're looking at a heftier price tag, but for those that need it, I think the in-office option is probably sometimes best. However, for maintenance and for anti-aging and preventative care, this is amazing. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly how it works and what you do with it. And I am gonna be doing a giveaway, so be sure to check the description box below so you guys know how to enter that. But we are gonna be giving away, I've teamed up with Beauty Bio to give away one of these. This is the original one. And I'm gonna show you guys one that was newly released, which is the lip edition. So this one is so cute. It comes in a beautiful little box like this. First of all, the Beauty Bio packaging is, I don't know, I'm in love with it. It's so cute. So this one is pretty much the same thing. The only thing is that the lip edition comes with a roller that looks like this. And this roller is specifically just for your lips. So almost like the same thing that you're doing with your face, which is with this head attachment. So you guys can see the difference. This is for the face. and this is for the lips. So you can see it's just a thinner version of this. And then also the other head that you can get, so basically this base works for 3 different heads, the one for the face, the one for the lips, and then one for the body. So I'm going to show you guys how you can use this one. The body one is pretty interesting because the reason people use that is if you're thinking about the same concept that you're using it on your face for, cell turnover, you can use that on things like stretch marks, which is huge. So I've been testing it out on my inner thighs where I have stretch marks, and then also like right on my bum. I don't know if I can exactly show you on here, but I will say that as far as improvement with texture, it's something that I have seen and I really, really do like it. It's not something you're gonna notice like overnight. I do think that with the lips, when you use it immediately, you see some plumpness, but like on the face, I think it's about after like a week or 2 that you're just like, oh wow, things feel a little bit tighter and everything just looks a little firmer. So I think that's like with anything related to skincare, I think you need about 2 weeks to really see if it's something that's working for you. All right, so I have all of my makeup off, a very clean face. You obviously want to make sure that when you are microneedling, you do not have any makeup on. One thing I do want to go over, because I post a lot on Instagram stories of skincare tips, and sometimes I'll do like my nightly routine or whatnot, and a lot of you ladies were asking me about what products that you should be using before you microneedle and after, and then I was like, you know what, that's a great question. So I'm just gonna actually go through the entire process with you. So to begin, I'm gonna tell you guys what I use to wash my face. So I actually kind of switch between 1 to 2 products or face washes, and that's because I like to keep one in my actual shower. So when I shower, I use one, and then at night I like to use a different one. I also feel like that kind of helps keep my skin in check, like it doesn't get too used to anything, if that makes sense. But again, some people, I don't think that works really well for. Some people love just having that predictability of what their skin is gonna be encountering, so to each their own. That's just something I do, but I just wanna go over what I do use. So I have been loving the Dermalogica Daily Microfoliant on a day-to-day basis. It's almost like a baking powder situation. You open it and it literally looks like a powder, and then it gets activated. I just really like it. It's like a very mild exfoliator that you can use daily, and I just have noticed my skin feels so baby soft when I use it, so that's one reason I really like that. So I keep that in my shower. Then the one I like to use as a nighttime wash, if I have not much makeup on or I just want to cleanse my face at night, is actually also by Beauty Bio, and this is the pH Balance Cleanser. Now, this one feels so good. I can't explain it. It kind of has that like feeling of, you know, like sometimes when you put Carmex on, it has that tingly feeling to it, and it just feels like it's really taking everything off my skin as far as the dirt and oil goes and makeup. And that's really, for me, like when I'm thinking about cleanser, that is the one thing I always tell people. I'm like, cleansers, I think you can really go either way you want. You can get something great at the drugstore, or you can get something high-end, but it really is just something that's gonna get all of that dirt and grime off of your face. And then the fact that it's pH balanced, to me, that's just great, because when your pH is in check, everything else kind of falls into place, I feel. If I am out at an event all day, or I have a full face of makeup on, and you know, you just come home and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to take this off, I like to double cleanse. This one by Beverly Hills Dermaesthetics, or Dermaesthetics Beverly Hills. It's the Green Apple Premium Cleansing Oil. I love it. I don't know. So you put this on with dry hands, and you basically break up all the makeup on your face, and then you wash it off. And then after that, you do the second step, which is a natural jojoba cleansing bead scrub. And I don't know, my face feels so good and clean and just free of all of that crap I had on all day. A toner and your essence. Those are the 2 things that I do prior to microneedling. On my handy dandy little headband, because I always like to have my hair out of my face. My toner is the Fresh Rose Hydration Toner. I really like this. I have noticed much more even skin tone since I've been using this. And again, what toner does is that it's going to balance out your pH, as well as get rid of any leftover residue of makeup, dirt, oil, grime, all that stuff, which is why I like doing it prior to microneedling, because I don't want to microneedle with any leftover residue on my face. And the reason I like to do essence before microneedling is that I feel like it kind of just preps my skin with a little bit of moisture, so that way the microneedle kind of goes on nicely and glides on, if that makes sense. It's not like just on bare skin. And the one I'm using is the Fresh Kombucha. I just take about 3 little drops in your palm and you rub it around your hands, and then I like to pat it into my face. And now essence versus toner. I did something on this earlier. I did something on this on Instagram, and I think a lot of people get confused. So toner, again, is what is gonna get rid of any leftover residue. And essence is kind of the step before serums. It's really big in Korea. I mean, Korean women have such beautiful skin, so I'm gonna do whatever they do. But it is like a big K-beauty trend. You put essence on, it is going to help fight pigmentation issues, fine lines, wrinkles, all that kind of stuff, but it's lighter than serums. So it's a great step to include, especially if you're just kind of getting into the whole anti-aging routine. It's an extra step that I feel like has added a lot. I don't know why. I just feel like I feel like my skin looks a lot nicer with it. It just keeps it a little bit more plump and hydrated, and that's all the stuff I am looking for right now. So now that I've put my toner and essence on, I'm gonna go in, and you can charge this or it has batteries. So usually if I'm traveling, I'll take this and use it with batteries. If I am at home, I usually plug it in so that way I'm not wasting the battery. And this one is the lip attachment. Prior to doing the lip, it actually comes with the skin prep pads. So that's right here. And I'm gonna show you what you can do. You're just going to take one of these little pads. It says prep pad should be used on cleansed skin. Gently swab all areas of the skin with a prep pad that you intend to treat Glo Pro tool with. Oh, so actually you could just use this on your face before essence. So you could just do the essence afterwards, but I did it, so whatever. So I'm just gonna put this on my lips, and it smells like a light version of alcohol, but very light, almost like a baby wipe, because putting pure alcohol on your face can really dry your skin out and strip your skin of natural emollients, so definitely don't do that. Okay, now what you're going to do is, this is gonna be the same method for both lips and face, but lips, because obviously you're working with much finer needles and a surface area, because this isn't gonna cover that much surface area. You're going to go in directions horizontally, vertically, diagonally, on the lips and around the lips. Now, a lot of people ask me questions like, oh my God, does it hurt? It just feels like little pricks. I mean, ladies, I feel like if you can wax and thread and do all that stuff, you are totally gonna be okay with this. And you get really used to it. I do it for about 2 to 3 minutes. Microneedling on my lips is one thing I actually do both morning and night, because in the morning I feel like I actually get plumper lips, and so before I go out and I want fuller looking lips, I do this. So this is what I'll do. So right now, let's just kind of look at my lips. I don't think it's something you do definitely notice plumpness right away because you're stimulating the lips. However, my intention and my curiosity for using this the past month or so has been because I noticed, like, you know, when you I know I look cute right now, as you get older, you start getting these lines on your lips, and it's one thing that I never took care of when I was younger. I was just like, oh, your lips, like I put sunscreen everywhere else, but like my lips, I was like, whatever. You really do want to make sure you take care of your lips. It's another area that can show your age. So for me, as an anti-aging method, it's something that I'm using, especially around this area, because I don't want that elasticity to go away. And I do like wearing lipstick. I do want that to be, you know, sometimes a focal point when I'm wearing my makeup. So that's a big reason I like this too. So if the plumpness is not something you're looking for, think about it in the sense of like an anti-aging mechanism. So I'm just gonna start that. And again, it literally feels like, I don't know, like a little cactus is on me, but it's not bad. I promise. It's more so afterwards, you feel tingling, but not in a bad way. All right, then I'm gonna turn this off. It comes with a little bottle. You're gonna wanna put alcohol in there, not to clean yourself, but to spray down your attachment. You just wanna make sure that that is really nicely sanitized before any use, because, you know, it's gotta keep things clean around here. Okay, then what I'm putting on afterwards, this is something I also got from Beauty Bio. It is the Pout Volumizing Lip Serum. So this is, I don't know if you guys can see this. This is the Volumizing Lip Serum. I would say as long as you wear something that is going to hydrate your lips, aloe vera, I would actually use more on your face, not on your lips. But I use a natural aloe vera, or I love my vitamin E ointment from GNC. That's gonna be something that's a little bit more soothing. You just wanna put something like that on. I mean, look at it, the packaging is so cute and pretty. Ooh, oh my gosh, this is like a really nice lip oil. Oh, that feels good. So that's my lips. I don't know if you guys can notice a significant difference right away. I feel like they're tingling and burning, so that makes me feel like it's kind of getting bigger. I do feel like they look a little bit more like plump. Obviously, I'm tugging at them, so I feel like even, you know, that little suction thing that people have been doing, or that was a craze a while ago. I always wondered when people would do that, wouldn't that cause lines on their lips? So this is just a good alternative, safer alternative to non-wrinkles and stuff like that. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the face roller, and everything comes like this. Just removed that, and now I'm adding the face one. And again, with this, 2 to 3 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week. You can do it every day. When I first got it, I got really excited and I started doing it every day, and then I just got kind of used to it, and I forgot about it, and then I'm back on it, you know, but 2 to 3 times a week. And I will tell you guys exactly what I use afterwards, because there are some products you absolutely should not be using after microneedling. Okay. Up and down. I like to go a little slower. I feel like the face one is definitely something that you feel a little bit more pressure with. So if you're not used to it, again, don't worry. I feel like you will get very used to it quickly. Diagonally, I like to go all the way pretty much under the eyes. And the reason I like to go directly under the eyes is like you're stimulating the regeneration of collagen. And so collagen under your eyes is huge, especially because this is where you lose a lot of volume, right? Under your eyes, that's like the first place that women lose volume, I feel. So I'm gonna focus on the cheeks, under eyes, the forehead. And again, the same method, up and down, horizontal. I definitely feel it more on my head, which is why I'm doing that. It definitely feels a little bit more pricky. And when you stop using it, like when it stops, you still feel the prickliness, but it's not, again, anything crazy bad. I'm gonna go on my neck. I wanna make sure I re-stimulate that area. That is about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray that again. And then you can put your cap back on and you're good to go. Now that we've done the microneedling, I'm gonna tell you guys what to avoid. The 2 things you want to stay away from after microneedling are vitamin C, which if you follow me on Instagram and everything, you know I love. Your girl loves her vitamin C. It's one thing that is amazing. The other thing you want to avoid are retinols. So I love my Sunday Riley Luna Night Oil. You don't want to use that after microneedling. People may use it, I don't know, but I have been advised against that, and that's because vitamin C and retinols are reactive, meaning when they go into the skin, as far as being penetrated into the skin, it can actually cause even more irritation. So the fact that we just kind of punctured tiny little holes in our skin, and then we're gonna put something in that could possibly go, you know, under the dermis, so it's not just topical anymore, it's going under, it could react to it. So I stay away from it, and I just use my vitamin C. This is my Soko Glam Triple C serum. I use this in the morning, and then the nights that I don't microneedle, that's when I will use it too, and then as well as the retinol. So just something to keep in mind. Leave those 2 out. But I also want to show you guys, I don't know if you can see, but I know it says that, you know, it's prickling your skin and it's puncturing it so that way you can regenerate the skin growth or skin cells and collagen, all this. You do not see any puncturing. You may experience a tiny bit of redness, but that is the extent to what I have ever experienced with the Glo Pro. I have never experienced any marks or, you know, punctured wounds or anything like that. The one thing I have noticed after using it is, especially right here where I tend to get larger pores, after a month of continuous use, I have noticed my pores significantly smaller. They just appear so much smaller, and that to me is huge, because if you have smooth pores, then when you put your makeup on, it doesn't seep in there and then it looks like you have like holes, you know what I mean? So I really, that's one reason why I absolutely love this tool. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is put on a little bit of serum. I'm gonna use my Volition Beauty Snow Mushroom Water Serum. This is gonna be something that's gonna give you a lot of moisture. Obviously now we want to hydrate our skin to make sure it is just nicely hydrated and moisturized. And the one thing too is that now that we microneedled, it's gonna be great because all of those products are gonna be penetrated into the skin a lot more. You definitely feel product going into the skin, you know what I mean? Like it is like your skin cells are like on alert. So it's like everything, like everywhere the product is on me, I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes. No, just kidding, I just feel it everywhere. I do feel it. Now I'm gonna put on some eye cream. I'm gonna go in with my Celavive Hydrating Eye Essence. I absolutely love this stuff. It has a metal tip, so I feel like it's even more of a cooling agent. It just feels so good on your skin. And I have noticed much plumper under eyes with this too. So I'm just going to put that on and let that nicely soak in. Put that just around the eyes. Last but not least, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on my Black Tea Firming Overnight Mask. I love this because it is thicker in consistency. So after doing something like the microneedling to my face, I definitely want something that's a little bit more soothing. And this just feels like it's seeping into my skin. I also have drier skin. Like my skin is normal to dry. And so I want something that is going to moisture it out. You know what I mean? And then that is pretty much it. The one thing I'm going to add, just because for me, it's this weird thing. I love mists. I love mists so much. And I just want to kind of bring everything together. It's almost like I use setting spray at night too, like after my makeup. So I'm gonna set my skincare too. I'm going in my Ranavat Botanics Jasmine Hydrating Tonic. So this is made of pure jasmine, so I'm just going to spray that all over my face and neck, and I just feel like I've like sealed the deal. That is basically it. This is how you microneedle at home, guys. And I feel like anything, even with exercise or anything else, you have to give it time to really see the results. So you can't just use it once and be like, oh my God, okay, why are my fine wrinkles not gone, or why are my lips not plump? It is something that I feel like after 4 weeks of continuous use, 2 to 3 times a week, you can absolutely see the difference. Is it worth the investment? Absolutely. Also, the difference between this and like those other derma rollers that you get for like $20, $30, they're great, but they're kind of throwaway because the actual head has to be replaced, I think, after 3 or 4 uses. So you use it 4 times, and if you use it 2 or 3 times during the week, you're done, right? So you're constantly replacing that head. And eventually I think you add up to the amount here. You know, setting you back $200, I think is an investment that I am here for. I am here for it. Anyways, that's about it. I hope you guys found this useful. Do not forget to check the description box below on how to enter the giveaway. And that's about it. You guys know the drill. Please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.